Staring out the window, reaching for a north star, waiting just to wake up from this nightmare.
Hey guys, so today is actually day one of the actual works that's going to happen. So they're going to do some renovation in terms of the hacking works today. Hey guys, just want to share that today's episode is brought to you by Hometrust, Singapore's leading interior designer platform. So if you are starting out on your renovation journey and looking for an interior designer or some photo inspirations for a particular design in your home, come check this out. Hometrust is Singapore's community review site that offers advice and feedback based on past reviews from homeowners. Simply input your house type, comfortable budget and style that you're looking at, and Hometrust will recommend to you the top 5 ID firms based on your selection. One thing I like about Hometrust is their photo inspiration section that gives you ideas on designs from certain areas in your home that you're unsure of. Not sure where to begin? You can select from the Get Recommendations option, select your favorite styles and design features that you like to have in your home, input your own details, and Hometrust will recommend to you 3 to 5 of the most suitable ID firms for you. So check out Hometrust now in this link in the video description below and get started today.
The window, reaching for a north star, waiting just to wake up from this nightmare where you could be right back in my arms, dancing to the limit. You tell me that it's simple, but I ain't what you but you fill me up, and I can feel it now. She said life is just a symbol for the pain that you can get through, like a camel through the needle. Everyday people.
Oh my god, I actually didn't know that the wall is like very cool here. I mean, the guys like here. Hi guys, we just left the house and we are gonna leave the hacking to the man there. And happy that the reno is finally starting. We have not done anything ever since the BSc inspection, right? So just happy that we managed to get some work done. Yep, we will come back in the evening to see the whole progress. I think the hacking will actually one day can go to already. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, see you in a bit.
Hi guys, welcome back. Today is going to be aircon installation day and we're actually back at our unit to actually also check on the progress of the hacking works that was done. And today we're going to be showing to you the updates and also the aircon installation process. So we'll see you guys. Excited!
Hey guys, good morning. So you can see here, this is supposed to be my kitchen wall, right? And we hacked it away. So now the kitchen looks so much bigger. And then over here, we also hacked away our yard doors and walls to make it like a seamless kitchen because the kitchen is really too small. And then we hack away our bedroom tree, you can see at the back. So we're going to put one glass panel over here for our office. So this will allow us more light into the house. And then we have our dining table here, right? So it will really allow a lot more light in. Yay! Finally, we have waited for this renovation to actually start like 1.5 months after we collected the key. So it has been like a super long process. But thankfully it's already started and hopefully we can get the reno going and done soon.
like a camel through the needle. Everyday people are just 1,000 versions of who they were. So love me like we're
Hi guys, okay, so we're back here at the unit. The aircon installers have actually finished the installation for the aircon trunking. Right now I'm going to bring you through some of the works that they have already done and also share with you some of the tips that we have learned from our experience during this installation. Okay, so over here we have the trunking for the study room, and then over here is the living/dining and the common bedroom that actually both are running through here into the master bathroom toilet. So as you can see, like this. Okay, so our master aircon will be here, and then the piping into the bathroom. So you will run through like this and all the way inside here, and then we have an aircon duct over here that will extend to the exterior side. So this is on the outside, where I show you just now inside. You actually extend down here, and this will be where our compressor will be. Okay, now that you have seen our layout, I'm just going to give you some of our experience with the aircon installation. So when we purchase our aircon, one thing to take note of if you are going to opt for one trip installation is that for our case wise, you see the flooring is actually not done. So one of the considering points that the aircon installer did tell us was that when you're going to do cement screed and also some of the additional works, some of the dust particles will actually maybe go into the aircon units. Although for one tree installation, they will actually cover up the aircon units, the AC units for you with, let's say, some of the plastic or the wrapping, they will wrap it up, right? But the thing is that some of it may still leak into the aircon, and it may affect the aircon in terms of being dusty or having particles inside the unit itself. So I hope this helps you out, and I'm going to show you some of the considering points that you have to take note of when planning for your AC. Firstly, you have to take note of where you want to place your AC units, right? So take a look at your house plan and then plan out the areas that you want to mount your AC units, because that will actually essentially affect where the trunking will be, right? So I'm going to start off with the first one. So this is actually our study room. So as you can see, we actually hacked down the wall to make it open concept for our bedroom. Then over here, we intend to mount the aircon units over here. For this portion, since we already hacked down the walls, if we were to install it here, the piping will need to be run out from this area and then extend out all the way through to the master toilet. Okay, but for our case, we're gonna opt in for a glass sliding panel. So having a sliding panel here, right, if I actually have the aircon trunking come up from this position, that means that my glass panel, I have to cut a square opening for the aircon trunking to come out from there. So that's one of the considering points that we did not initially think of until we had the discussion with the aircon installers. So what we opted for was to have the aircon mounted up here and the trunking to go through the partition wall over here into the next room. So the trunking actually came out from the partition, as you can see over here, right? So the pipe will actually run through here, and our second AC unit for this bedroom will actually be above here. So the pipe will not extend through the outside of the walls, right, from the living room side, right? So to avoid having to cut a specific gap down here for the glass panel. So that's one thing to take note of. Of course, if you didn't hack down the bedroom walls, you wouldn't be having this issue like us. Okay, so typically your aircon pipes will run through here, right, into the master bedroom. So one question, right, that you may be thinking is why not have the pipe run through inside so that you can actually conceal it. You have the option of concealing this aircon trunking actually inside your bedroom, so that when you look from far in your living room, it will look neater and it will not come up from here. We are not opting for a box up option also, so this will be there permanently. Okay, so one thing to consider why is if you mount this trunking inside and you are doing a custom made carpentry over here, when it comes to servicing and you have the pipe inside here, it's very hard for the aircon technicians to access the aircon trunking because it's concealed by your carpentry, right? So having it inside, yes, although it looks neater on the outside, you do not have this trunking outside, but then it's tough for the maintenance works. So when you have this kind of servicing that needs to be done, and then let's say touch wood, so let's say it happens to be leaking on the inside of the cabinet, you won't be able to access it as easily as having it on the outside. So that's one thing to take note of, okay, especially if you're also going to do box up. Okay, so when planning for your air cons, you have to think about whether, number one, are you going to go for a box up option or not, or two, you're actually going to leave it exposed like this, okay? So because if you're going to leave it exposed like this, it's easier for you to do your maintenance. If you have it boxed up, when it comes to maintenance, something happens, you will have to take down the whole box up to actually access the trunking. So coming into the master bedroom, you can see that the aircon trunking actually extended out from both ends. The master bedroom actually extended out from here, the corridor, into the toilet. Then we will be mounting the aircon over here lah. So I'm just going to show you how the trunking looks like on the inside. Okay, so typically you will run through from here this way lah. This is the usual mounting. So there are a few ways to mount this. So for example, this way straight directly into, they will actually cut a hole here for the trunking to extend out all the way to the access point inside lah. But then the thing to consider is that if you have this amount of pipe that's sticking out like this, it's gonna look very ugly inside your toilet, because imagine like having this, suddenly this portion over here is taken up by the aircon trunking. So what our installer suggested is that he can do something like this for us, right? So that it looks neater in a way, and you can actually do your whatever tiling works that you want to do over here. Because we are going to overlay tiles, so that's one of the considering points also that you have to take note of lah. So this will be installed during the second trip, and he will actually do a nice enclosure for it to be aligned flush with the wall. Okay, so I've already covered the study room, common bedroom, and also the master bedroom, and how all this trunking will be linked up together. So right now I'll talk about one of the major headaches that we had for our living room air conditioner. Okay, as you can see, our living room or kitchen dining aircon is already installed at this position, so our AC unit will actually be over here. Okay, so why I say this is the most headache part for our home is because initially we planned for the unit to be on top of this beam over here, so that we can actually reach the sofa area as well as this common area here in front. Yeah, of course we will be sacrificing the area at the back, but one thing why we ended up at that position is because, let's say if we install the unit here, right, that means our trunking will need to run from here, right, all the way to here lah. So basically it should actually join up with this position over here lah. But as you can see, we hacked down the walls for the study room, right? So right now, if you look at this position over here, they hacked all the way up to the beam. So it's actually slightly higher where the door frame is. So if I were to run the aircon pipe from here all the way on top, I'm not able to run because this area here has already been hacked off. So I'm not able to run this pipe. And do take note that this trunking has to be straight, because otherwise the water will not be able to flow all the way out to the master toilet. There are a few options for this which we could actually opt for. Number one is to do up some partition over here to make it level again to the bedroom door, so that we can actually run the piping from here all the way to the other side. So this way you will be in one whole straight line. But because for our case we are actually going to do a glass door over here, a sliding glass door, having the pipe run through here or bringing this down will actually make the glass door look less, it might look more compressed and not so nice lah, because right now we have this white area over here where the light can actually pass through. Without this, we are unable to install aircon, and one thing about this area here is that this is a beam, so we cannot hack through the wall as well, so we cannot install the aircon unit here. Yeah, so this is one of the things that we faced when the aircon installer came and we told him we wanted to mount this here. Yeah, so in the end, he did advise us that why not just mount there, because some of the other units, they also have mounted it there and you will be able to reach the sofa and dining area as well. Our main concern is that this area here will not be able to make the sofa area cool because we are doing an open concept kitchen, right? So for this open concept kitchen down here, it will actually flow everywhere in a way, because there's no door over here. Then we have to close the doors. We're not afraid that this one will not be able to keep the whole living room cool. So that's one of the major headaches that we had when doing this planning. Of course, Could be bad planning from our part also, because we didn't foresee this at the initial stage. Okay, so I hope this video helped you in terms of planning for your new ACs in your home. So be it BTO or resale flat, I think it's quite important to plan out how you wish to do your installation so that you know where your trunking are run across the homes, and then you will not encounter any sort of awkward situation that you have to change your design, because we already done out our design so this wasn't in our initial phase to have the aircon unit there. Okay, so if you feel that our video was useful and you feel that it actually helped you with your aircon installation, do give us a like and thumbs up. And if you have also any additional tips that you would like to share with the rest, or based on your experience, feel free to leave your comments below down in the comment section, and we can all share our learning experience from this process. Alright, so we'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya!